Goals are what turn Performance Center from a report into a coach. Setting them is about building a simple model for your store's economics, what it costs to make and ship your product, how much money you actually keep on an order, and how much you can afford to pay to acquire a customer and still make money. Once the app knows these things, you'll see the dashboard will light up with indicators to let you know if you're on track or falling behind from your targets. If you've done this type of modeling before, you'll fly right through it. And if you haven't, no stress, we'll walk through it line by line. And either way, these are just targets. Okay, so let's go ahead and open up the goals editor. First, I'm gonna click into goals logic from my dashboard. And once I click on my goals logic, I'm gonna click on edit goals from the summary page. And when I click on edit goals, this is gonna take me into the goals editor and a few things to call out as we land in here. If you don't want to start from a blank slate, you'll notice at the top here, we have reference goals. We have preloaded industry benchmarks based on your product type. So for things like premium fashion or apparel or skincare or outdoor gear and athletic equipment, we've preloaded what good might look like for your store. You can change these, or if you know your store's actual numbers, you can load them from your store's data to get started. But it's important to note that different types of stores have different economics. A beauty brand's margins and returns look nothing like a furniture store. So your store type loads goals that are kind of in the ballpark, and then you can tune them to your numbers. And the goals you're setting up here are for the offer you're running ads against, whether that's a single product or a bundle. If you're running ads against more than one offer, you can tie goals to the campaign level and set different goals per campaign. But when you're just starting out, we recommend that you keep it simple. Pick one offer you plan to run ads against and set your goals around that. All right, so to set your goals around an offer, we're actually gonna start with profit. And I'm gonna switch storefronts here so I can actually edit these, because you'll see the model gets built on the fly as you make these edits. The first thing you're gonna see is gross retail price. This is how much you sell your product for, then your discount rate, the product that you're running ads against, your return rate, your cost of goods, and this is actually a percentage. So what percentage of your overall retail price does it cost you to make it? And then your payment processor rate, how much does it cost you to fulfill it? We do our fulfillment in-house, so we have that set to 0. How many units do you typically have per order? Is it 1? Is it 1.5? On average, how many units are people adding to order? How much are you paying to ship an order, and how much are you charging the customer to actually ship that order? And that will start to tell you what your average order value is, what your total variable costs are, how much money you're making per order before advertising, and what your profit margin is. And as you start to move down, this is where you'll see your store funnel assumptions. This is how well your store performs when people land on your site. How many people are adding to cart, what percentage of people are adding to cart, and what percentage are initiating a checkout, and how many clicks does it take for you to get to an add to cart, and how many checkouts do you get per click. There's a whole set of lessons on the left-hand side here that will walk you through how to optimize your product detail page as well as your cart and checkout to improve these metrics. And then as you continue to scroll down, this is where you'll get into your meta assumptions. These are targets that you need for your meta ads performance in order for you to have a profitable order. So a few things to unpack here. What is your target CPM? This is how much you're paying for your ad to be seen. For us, a pretty good CPM is actually $20. It really varies by product type and by how good your ad creative is. Target click-through rate, what percentage of people are you expecting to click on that ad? And then what percentage of folks that click on that ad are actually going to convert, and how many orders per day is that going to yield you? So for us, we're testing right now. We have relatively low ad spend. This orders per day number is what's going to drive the ad spend here on the right-hand side. So if we want to raise our ad spend a little bit, maybe get to 6 orders a day and raise our ad spend to $3,000 a month based on these targets. And maybe we think our CPMs might be a little higher because it's super competitive in the Tumblr market right now, but we think we can actually do better on our click-through rate. We can adjust these numbers and watch the model change, and all that is going to drive and impact our overall cost per purchase, which is going to impact how much money we make at the end, which is this contribution margin metric, which is essentially how much are we bringing in with that ad spend, what is the profit that we have, based on how much costs for us to manufacture and fulfill that item, then subtract the ad spend, and that will tell you how much we've made after everything's left over. That gives us a return on our ad spend of about 3.52. That's pretty good. This is great for testing. We feel good about these numbers. We want to go ahead and test it. So I'm going to come back up to the top. I'm going to click save. I'm happy with these goals, and we're going to get started testing. I do want to call out that the numbers that you enter for the profit assumptions will actually impact the calculated numbers that you see in the table, particularly on the combined view. Things like net profit, contribution margin, and contribution ROI, those are going to be calculated based on the economics that you give us around how expensive it is to make your product, fulfill your product, and ship your product. That will impact net profit, and then your contribution margin is that less your ad spend. If you're using benchmarks, just know that this table is not an accounting read on your profitability. It's actually calculated based on the information that you're about to enter in the goals section.